Aquarius, November is going to be a very trying month, not just for you, but for everybody, but for you. I'm seeing somebody actually wants something that you have, something that you're working on, a project, an idea, maybe even your entire life. I just feel a lot of deception. So watch your back when it comes to the month of November. There is something stirring, something brewing around you that's going to be another distraction from what we're already going to be dealing with in our lives. So, for you, Aquarius, there's a lot of things in the past that you have overcome, and I'm so proud of you, those of you who have. And some people think they have, but they have not, all right? You already know who these people are, and I'm again, very proud of you because completing our journey and going through all the different phases and finding past traumas that are blocking us from moving forward is not easy. But in the mix, there are people that we disengage with. And a lot of times you'll see them watching you, and that's what I'm hearing. Aquarius, sun, moon, and rising. You've got somebody watching you. This is not a good person. This is not a good situation. But your intuition is going to be very, very high in November, probably higher than it's ever been in your entire life. And I see a lot of you are really working on getting your intuition high. If you'd like to know more about that and you need help with that, join me in the membership in just a couple weeks, and we're going to start a class, a little course in my membership right here on YouTube. But this is really an amazing I'm hearing that this is an amazing time for you to really prosper, and they're showing me this beautiful plant that emerges from little and it grows where the flowers start blooming. Okay, you are coming into your soul purpose and you're going to be very good at it. If you're already doing what you're meant to do, you're already, in your soul purpose, you're going to excel in a way that you can't even see. So you've been asking, you've been manifesting, Aquarius, you've been trying to bring in, working on having faith and knowing that these things are coming. And the beauty of it, you are going beyond. That means you've created it, you let it go, and whatever comes in is meant for you. And it's so much greater than you could possibly think of. Now, for a lot of you, it has something to do with that person where I feel it really pulled you into that split mind. I mean, I'm really seeing the journey. Okay, the ascending soul's journey. Yes, that's the name of my business. And that's why I was guided to create this channel for you guys. And it's like really going through all the different stages, all the different aspects of what we need to go through. And beautiful energy because you've got the Knight of Wands here and this beautiful fiery energy, which is right in time with the new moon. By the way, I am going to do a live. So I'm going to put the link in here and you can just click up there. You can look in my description box and you'll see it on my YouTube channel. But we're going live this Thursday and all the information will be there for you. But this is about this fire being lit under you that's just going to excite you. And you may already be feeling that. Taking in something in a new direction that is going to excel, again, beyond your imagination. And it's like, what they're telling me is this is like, okay, I'm hearing payment. It's your reward for everything that you've been through. But this one person that I'm seeing, we're going to look at them and we're going to look at family and friends. We're going to look at romance a little bit in there. And of course, I'll bring my guided message at the end. But what they're showing me is it has a lot to do with your foundation. And that's where we're going right now. Where your foundation, you had to really, really line things up. Yeah, you went through a lot. You got the Nine of Wands. You went through a lot in order to accomplish where you are headed, where you're feeling right now. If you're an empath, you're feeling this very strong. If you are a light worker, if you know that you have this angelic energy around you, right now is a time for you to shine. And they're saying shine bright. If you're feeling burdened right now, let it go, all right? Manifest, get your intentions set straight so that you can kind of move right through this. And depending on how long you've been with me, I used to do classes and courses and all kinds of things to help you because I'm not a tarot reader. I have so much behind me that I bring into my sessions with people. And that's what we used to look at, and we'll go deep. But there's an unknown message that you will be receiving. They're saying it should be between, I'm seeing November 2nd through the 13th. There's something coming in for you. This may be notification from somebody you had to part ways with, and now they're returning. This could be a job returning. This may be a project coming back into light for those of you who are not actually working. But this is a project where you're putting your time, your energy, and your resources into this situation. But there's something there between the 2nd and the 13th in those first 2 weeks that is going to challenge and rise you up. And it's, again, got to do with your heart chakra. I feel it very intense in the heart chakra area. I feel it also in the solar plexus and the root chakra. That's your foundation, right? So your heart, what you love, you're excited, you're emotionally attached to this situation. And I feel that is the biggest challenge for a lot of you, was to get over this. And it did affect your finances, it affected your mental health, it affected your emotional body, it affected your spiritual body. So again, they're saying it's great job, because so many people think that they have overcome traumas of the past and they've only gone so far. This group of you, you kicked it, man. You really did a great job. Now we have the Emperor, and this may be somebody that you're dealing with. All right, the Emperor, this is that beautiful but yet challenging energy when we're in this stubborn, I'm hearing stubborn zone. You may be feeling very stubborn. This must be this way. I'm a fellow Aquarian, so I know exactly how that feels, where we are stubborn energies. We like it done a certain way. But by letting go and releasing, this is going to open up this abundance coming into you. Now remember, abundance is what makes you happy. It brings in joy. You feel good. You have what you need when you need it. It isn't like having 27 cars in a entire state or country of that you own. This is about you loving exactly what is coming into you, and it's going to be very rewarding. Now for a lot of you, this is because you have been very stubborn in what you are choosing. You've been picky about the people that you're involved with, picky about where you live. Now there's a lot going to be happening this year, but most of it's coming next year. So these are all these things that are going on, and we're going to talk about that in the live. All of these things going on are, it's this big moment for karma to be paid for some, and for people who couldn't find their soul purpose. They didn't know what it was. It was actually attached to the ground. It was attached to the roots of where you grew up, the ground that you live on, and that is your foundation. So there is changes coming in there, but for most of you, this is going to be a really beautiful change. Now, for those of you who need to continue the journey, they're saying it's time for you to really step into this new energy. You have the Knight of Pentacles here, and this Knight of Pentacles, these are cards from France, and if you didn't know, I'm in Spain right now, and we have storms headed my way, all of that. It's going to hit everybody everywhere. It doesn't matter. So this is the time for you to really look at this Knight of Pentacles, your foundation, and know that even if things have taken a long time, there was a reason for that. The reason being, Aquarius, is that it needs to mesh with you. You need to be open for it. You need to make sure the blocks of old traumatic situations are gone. There is a lot behind us when it comes to manifesting. And some people can go like this and they get it. Personally, I have never met anyone that could do it that quick unless they were fully open, unless they were healed from past traumas, and they knew exactly what direction, and they just simply let go. Those are the key elements to this, and that's what I see coming in your foundation. Now, when it comes to people in your life, they're showing me people around you that are very, I am hearing the word triad. Let me know if you've been hearing the word triad or seeing the word triad, especially if it has to do with family members, friends. This is people around you that we're looking at right now, where I'm seeing a triangle. So it may even be a triangle. You could have been in a situation where your family and friends triangulated around you, because remember, this journey is about conquering that type of energy. And if you didn't know that, that's going in my membership right here on YouTube as well. So subscribe to my membership. It's $4.90. I think it's $4 a month, and that helps keep the channel going. But I'm going to start including new information. Tarot is a great way for a lot of you to resonate with what's going on and identify your intuition. Retrust in your own abilities, things that you knew from long ago. But it isn't about other people. I'm talking about you doing these things for you. So a long time in the making for sure when it comes to this triangle. Now, you may live in different areas. Some of you might be in 3 different locations. You may be divided in 3 different groups, but I'm seeing the 3 bars of a triangle. So I feel you are in the center of it, because that's what I'm seeing is Aquarius is in the center of it, and it's kind of moving very slow around you. So this is a good time for you to reflect and let go. For those of you who have not done that yet, that's what you want to be working on, especially get it wrapped up by the end of this year, because you definitely do not want to go into a repetitive cycle of bringing in that type of energy. But when it comes to family and friends, especially some of you who are dealing with a woman, I have a feeling it's a mother, a grandmother, an aunt, whoever was the caretaker that was the female, perhaps feminine energy, but I am seeing a woman who looks very, very stern. She's showing to me like the Queen of Wands would look, where she may have had so much conviction around you, so much power, so much domination over you, but then again, those 7 of Swords energy is still back there. So dealing with somebody who is very manipulative, deceptive in your past is now coming to this completion. Now remember, 3, mind, body, and spirit being aligned, and you're in the center of it. So you are in the center of all of this, and going back to the beginning of this reading, what I'm seeing is somebody wants what you have. They want the life that you've created. They want the job that you have. They want you on some levels, but it goes even more than that. We have the Ace of Wands, which is a yes card to what I'm talking about. But this Ace of Wands is that big moment of a new beginning, something that is aligning with the moon phase that's coming in. Every single moon phase, every single energy shift, all of them, I don't care if it's the quarter moon, all of these things are having a tremendous effect on us as people, as human beings, as we go forward. And you're really going to feel it starting now in October, but also going forward through November and next year. They want you to bypass this individual, okay? If you know who I'm talking about, put their first name only. You can put their initials. Do not list their full name. I'll have to remove that, okay? We're about privacy here, right? So getting the expression out. This fire is talking. It's standing up, taking action, but speaking it is going to create the fire. So as an Aquarian, this is time for you to recognize what this triangle means around you in your family dynamic. You can choose to move forward, move past it, or you can choose to participate in it. It's going to be very unique to each and every one of you. It has something strong to do with a female who had a lot of dominating energy over you. Now, another group of you, when it comes to family and friends, I am seeing 2. They look like two children, I'm going to say they're Sorry, I dropped my cards. I'm going to say that they are maybe 16 to 20 years old. These two individuals, maybe your children, your niece, your nephew, or you're watching from afar, watching your friend, there's something going on with these two children that bring a sense of harmony back into tepid climate of a relationship. That's what I heard. So if you've been having troubles with a friend or a family member, a sister, brother, I feel that the children involved are actually going to bring the two of you back together, or more if there's more involved. There's this, it's not really awful energy with these two, but there's something there where they're like, hey, it's almost like they're calling you and say, meet me, and they're acting like the mom or the dad, meet me at such and such, and then the other person gets meet me at such and such. So you think it's from each other, but it's like these two little ones, okay? And I say little because they're not very old, but they're very, very wise, and they have air in their chart. I mean, we have every zodiac in our chart. We already know this. If you've been with me for over the last 8 years, you know we have all kinds of, everything is in our chart. We dominate in certain areas, but that doesn't mean we live in that area. Who you see on camera is not my Aquarius. This is my Aries inside of me. And when I talk about emotions and I get emotional, and when I speak from the heart, that is Pisces in my moon sign. So it's amazing with these two individuals how unique they have come up with this idea of reuniting a group of you back together again. Now they may be showing up on your doorstep, which connects you to communicate with these other people, but whatever they're doing, it has a beautiful outcome to it. And this individual, whoever is in this situation, not the two kids, but whoever's attached to them, their parent, has nothing to do with my first message. So this is not the person who dominated you. This is not the person who wants your life. You've got different people around our Aquarius. You have the Four of Wands, and this is about achievement. This is growth. This is beautiful when it comes not only to relationship with family, with friends, and choosing the right people. This is about you now trusting your own ability because of self-love. You have built a relationship with inner self, and that relationship with inner self is really pushing you in the month of November upward. Remember, this Ace of Wands is beautiful energy. It really is, and this is what I see coming in. Now, this is about a lot of excitement and passion and putting your heart and soul into something that you are going to be very successful at it. You are going to achieve something that is incredible for you, and it's in your chart. They're saying it's in your chart. It's in your Akashic records. You chose to go through this experience because you mastered both light and dark, good and evil. You mastered everything, and now this is that moment. So everything that's happening in the world, everything that's going on is going to push people into their soul purpose if they choose. It is going to force karma on people. For example, the one in the beginning, they've got karma coming that we didn't even talk about, but we'll see if it comes through in the end, in the final message from my guidance that I'm getting for you. Now, when it comes to your partner, I mean, they could very well be involved in this family friend situation, but I'm actually seeing a couple who's been going through a lot of challenges. And they're ready to let go. They're ready to let go of the relationship. But in the month of November, you might be on the verge of divorce. You might already be separated. But in the month of November, there's a reconnection with them. This is not somebody who was abusive or vulgar. It's not that relationship. This is somebody where the two of you just didn't connect. There was a disconnect between the two of you. And what you went through, oh my goodness, yeah, you've got the Ace of Swords. This is a new beginning with this person. You're going to start over, but you're going to redesign the boundaries, redesign the plan of how the two of you now are together. So if you were together for, 5 years, I'm seeing 5, I'm seeing 10, I'm seeing 20, 5, 10, and 20. And if it's you, put a comment in the box, all right? And let's see how this works out for you, because there's this honesty, there's sincerity, there is past words that were spoken that broke. I feel it broke both of you a little bit, but not enough to where you didn't want the relationship. The love is still there, but that disconnect, you had to pull away in order to see if you wanted to be with this person, and you were going to reconcile. Now there's another group of you, obviously, with that Ace of Swords that is not going to. You are, I'm out of here, I am done with you. And this is where there's a little bit more hostility behind this situation. But it was meant to turn out that way, because what I see happening, Aquarius, is the release of that is opening you up to move you into your purpose, what you came to Earth to do. And if you're already doing it, any blocks, any roadblocks, any people blocks, anybody who wants your life, all of these things are going to change. And that might be who I'm seeing. All right. It may very well be who I'm seeing, where they have someone else in the background. All of this is getting ready to change. There's an uplifted energy amongst challenges for the sign of Aquarius. And you already know what direction to go, is what I'm hearing. Now, let me pull a card for those of you looking for love. I'm hearing you're going to find somebody in your local area, and what they're showing me is a picture. It is very green, but there's trees in the background that are turning colors as if it were fall in North America, right? So there are different colored trees in the background, whatever it is where you live. And yet the grass is very beautiful. It's very green, but it doesn't look like a regular park. It looks more like a sanctuary. This could be a bird sanctuary. It could even be a cemetery for some of you. This is a beautiful, beautiful area where it's filled with peace. All right. It's just beautiful peace. And tranquility, and that's where you're going to meet him, because you're vibrating on a different level. Yeah, I don't want any of that I already went through. I don't want that person. I'm not going back there. I already learned how to trust. And here comes this beautiful, energetic being that it is very romantic. It's going to be a very romantic relationship. You're going to feel more love from this coming together than you've ever felt in your life. And I don't see you going there to look for them. They just so happen to be there as you walk in. Now, there's not a lot of people in this vision that I'm seeing. To me, it looks like Virginia in the United States. It certainly doesn't have to be. Again, I'm in Spain, and there's places out here that look like that as well. But it's so peaceful and so tranquil. All right, you guys, let's listen to what your guides have to say. Breathe. It is time for you to breathe and realize that you are connected directly to Source. You are the divine. The divine is in you. You have connected your mind, body, and spirit in the direction that you were meant to go. It is through all that you've been through that you've become who you are today. Now, for those of you who are ready to pull your sword as the Aquarius and start speaking the truth and showing the truth and revealing the truth, you will have so much backing, you will not even doubt it. There is no more fear in you. There is nothing but courage and strength and vigor. A revitalization is needed, and some of you need to cleanse with the moon energy that's coming in over the next couple of days. You need to cleanse your energy as you look at this, no matter what time you look at this, clear your covers, clear your energy, let go of old things, especially for those who are not healed. Because some of you that have your sword down, you're not ready to pull it up, but most of you, you're ready to move forward. You're moving forward in a manner that I, as Archangel Michael, that my team, all of your guides, your guardians, your beautiful angelic beings that are around you, they've helped you move into this new plateau. Some of you are jumping into a new timeline. You're jumping into a new dimension because you chose to. And we are proud that you have made a choice no matter what direction you go. We will guide you every step of the way, but most of the guiding is now coming from you as the strong Aquarian energy. You're changing. Things are changing. And this is the right time for you to do what you feel in your heart that makes sense in your head. And your soul, your inner child, is going to just come alive through all of this. November is a very important month for Aquarius. Thank you for watching. Much love.